Guys, Bug Cat 7 here. It is Saturday, May 5th, 2018, and right now I'm in Mallory and I'm standing by our friend the white whale over here, Moby Dick, the whale effigy. And it seems to be the overall theme in Mallory here, whale effigies, which makes a lot of sense to people who know anything about the history of the Native Americans in this area, the people in this area. The coastal tribes of the Northeast were big worshipers of the whale and other animals, so it's hardly surprising that you're going to find a whale effigy here at Mallory. And of course, anybody who knows and did a little research on the subject, mainstream scientists have found complete skeletons of whales in the mountains in Vermont. So, you know, the way you have to look at this is that, you know, sometime in the ancient past, that, you know, they believe there was some major catastrophe, tsunami, that threw those whales up onto those mountains over there. And if it was, you know, 20 or 30,000 years ago, who knows when it is, sometime in the ancient past. And the Native Americans who were here, or the other proto-culture that was here that I like to refer to, it's hybrid culture, if they found those whale skeletons in the mountain, I'm sure they said the same thing that we say to ourselves. How'd that happen? So, you know, you have this whale worship among native peoples here, so it's not surprising to find that the overall theme here would be a whale theme. And you know, you have the serpent in there, but I believe that the Native Americans and the proto-culture, they believed that all of the walls were either serpents or snakes. So the walls themselves are a symbolic representation of the serpent or the snake, and that's why you find the walls built in the way, sort of undulating, you know, effigy heads in certain spots, and you know, the walls are always serpents, always snakes. So in any case, we're over here by our friend Moby Dick over here, and I'm just gonna grab the camera. All right, and behind us here, if you look over there, there's a mound. And that's the mound that I start my second video on Mallory off on. And you see it has like a short front, and then it has this gradually sloping back. They all do around here. So, but that was the first mound right by our friend, the whale effigy, the big whale effigy over here. And I just want to take a walk along the wall, along the brook, down to the other big build out of the retaining wall down there that I show in my second video from my original video. So we're just gonna take a little walk. There's some other build outs down here. Certainly it's just a gorgeous day, and it's just perfect here for wall watching. And I'm just gonna take a little walk down here. It's just magnificent here. Beautiful day, dry day. I was getting killed the last few days. And I'm not in such great health myself, so it was hurting me. So, you know, we have our wall here. It goes down, and you know, this wall here is getting particularly beat up because every time a tree falls on it, it knocks everything into the brook. And you know, I mean, if I was managing this area or as a property owner or whatever, I'd try to clear these trees away from the wall. You know, that's what I would do. But you know, unfortunately, you have this attitude in the Northeast here, people with the walls. You know, they're more concerned with their aesthetic value than they are with the historical value, and that's a shame. You know, it could be both, you know, but it's not for whatever reasons. Okay, so anyway, we walk down the wall a little bit, and it seems to be a build out over here. It goes down over here. Again, we find our small stones over here, below my feet over here. A lot of small stone. The wall comes out, follows along the brook, and then comes back up again, similar to our spot with our whale friend over here, just down the road a piece. And there's just this short build out over here for some reason. And, you know, I'm always, you know, when I see this stuff, I'm always trying to wonder why. But the wall comes down. There's smaller rock over there. Then you have this build out over here, you know, which in a way might have been a build out for a platform or something, you know, when the brook was dammed up and the water level was much higher. I don't know, but you can see the wall comes down. It's built here, then it goes back up again. Why? It doesn't make sense. And you know, when I say things don't make sense, is that I'm saying that it doesn't make sense from the colonial standpoint or the settler standpoint, that they build a rock over a boulder, that they do certain things when they do build. You know, I'm referring to the reasons why, you know, the Europeans would, you know, do these kind of things. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I mean, it obviously makes more sense if you have a culture here that, you know, we're more interested in the symbolic value of the walls than its utilitarian value of the wall. So anyway, you have this build out comes down. It's very interesting here. You have this large stone and this sort of cubby out here, and inside there's a bunch of small stones tucked in there. So it's very interesting that they built this out over here like this. And you know, along the wall here we see these build outs and whatnot, and you know, it obviously, you know, represents some purpose or whatever. I don't see any effigy over here, but there was obviously a reason to come down off the crest there to build this out. So in any case, let me get it back up there. I just want to walk down the wall a little bit more, and we come to over here. Another sort of one of these build outs. The stones go down over here for no particular reason, then they come back up again. Back up. You can see they come back up again to the crest of the wall. We go down here, and down here we have another intentional opening in the wall, using the same building techniques as we've seen so many other places, the flat end stones, shimming, etc. And on the other side, it's collapsed slightly, but that was another end of the entrance here. The trees growing here, again, starting to wreck the wall. So anyway, I just want to show you these build outs and talk a little bit about the walls. And that's it. And Budcast signing out, and I'm going to move to the next area, and I hope you join me there. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.